friends, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm super excited about this foundation we are going to be reviewing. I remember when I saw the announcement on their Instagram page, I was so excited. If you know at all, I have oily skin, super acne prone skin, so when this foundation came out, it looked like it would just hit all of those right on the mark. And it's from the drugstore, so it's like $9, super inexpensive, and it is the LA Girl Pro Matte HD Longwear Matte Foundation. Sorry, I don't know where the lid is. I literally took it off to see if there was a pump and it's gone. I have no idea where the lid is, but I have not used it yet, and I'm super excited to try it out in this video. So if you want to see how this wears throughout the day, then just go ahead and keep watching. So I am going to apply some primer to half of my face. I'm going to be using the only primer that I've used at all in any of my videos, which is the Rimmel Stay Matte Primer. It is pretty much a basic foundation primer that will work for anyone. Doesn't make you too dewy, doesn't make you too matte, and it's super inexpensive. I think it's like $5 or $6 at Walmart, Target, CVS, Walgreens, that type of thing. So I'm going to apply this to half of my face, which I think I'm just going to do this side, and then we will get to application of the foundation. And I'm just going to be putting this foundation primer just on my areas where I get a little oily. While we let that sink into the skin, I'm going to read some claims on the foundation. So I have the lightest shade, which is Ivory. They have about 14 shades in the range, which is not ideal, but from what they have, it does look like there's a pretty good range. It could go lighter for sure and could go darker for sure. It claims to have a soft suede-like finish. This Pro Matte foundation will have you covered and shine-free all day. Creamy liquid formula provides smooth and buildable coverage for both day and night wear, minimizes the appearance of pores and fine lines for an even soft focus effect. Paraben-free formula with added vitamin E, B5, and sunflower oil. So that sounds like a dream, and I just cannot wait to try out this foundation. So I'm going to be applying this foundation, which I said was in the lightest shade Ivory. I'm going to apply it to half of my face with a beauty blender and half of my face with a brush, and I think with the primed side, I'm going to apply it with a brush, and then I'll apply the unprimed side with a beauty blender, which it's not a beauty blender, but it's like this cute little Sonia Kashuk sponge, and it's super soft, and I like, it looks almost exactly like a beauty blender, but it has a flat edge on the top so you can like sit it on things. This is amazing, and it was 2 of them for $10, so it's pretty much the same amount of 2 Real Techniques sponges just in, you know, a pack. So I'm going to try this on one side, and then I'll use my brush on the other side. So for my brush application side, I'm going to be using the Morphe E5 brush. It's a very good foundation brush, super inexpensive, is super densely packed, so it doesn't really leave a lot of streaking, which is what I like. I don't usually use brushes at all, but when I do, I use this brush usually. So I'm going to take about a pump of this. Okay, so I'm going to be applying the foundation with a brush on this side. I'm already going to say that I'm not liking how it's applying with the brush, so I'm just going to go ahead and use my beauty blender for the rest of my face. I'm just going to go ahead and blend out all these streaks. This is why I usually don't use a brush, because it makes the foundation look super duper dry on the skin, and that's not my favorite way to have a foundation look on my face. So, oh, the only thing about having a white sponge is that I'm going to hate getting it dirty. Oh, Bill. So definitely medium coverage on the first application, first layer. I would even say it's light medium coverage. You can still see pretty much all of my acne spots and stuff like that. So I'm going to do the other side with the beauty blender, and then we'll try and build it up and see if it gets any more coverage. Okay, so it is looking 100% better with a beauty blender. I blended this side out with a beauty blender as well, but that was after the brush. And this side looks absolutely flawless. Like, let me zoom you in and show you what it's looking like. So it's definitely not full coverage completely, but my skin looks flawless. Like, the foundation is completely undetectable on this side. Around my upper lip on this side, you can still see some brush strokes. And this side just all around looks a little more dry, So this side is looking a whole lot better. I'm going to try and build it up now to see if we can get some more coverage. So I'm going to start with this side of my face and building it up. And what I did forget was that my face could be looking dry because of this primer on this side. I don't think that it is that, because I wear this primer all the time and it never really makes my foundation look weird. So I'm going to try and build this up on this side. So it's definitely building. It's not getting to full coverage, but this is a very good coverage for every single day. I like to wear a medium coverage foundation that can be buildable just for every day. But on normal day-to-day, I don't wear something that's super full coverage just because it usually gets a lot more cakey throughout the day, a lot more oily, you know, creases a lot more. So I do ideally like a medium coverage foundation that does build to a full coverage. So that's why the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless is like my all-time favorite foundation. It's so natural, medium coverage, but you know, it can be built up where it needs to be built up, and I can always just use concealer as well. So yeah, this foundation built up beautifully, but it's not getting to full coverage, which is fine with me. I really am not I don't need it to be full coverage. So it's looking great on the skin. I'm gonna try and build it up a little bit more on this side, and then we'll be right back. Just adding a little bit more. By the way, this sponge is fantastic. Okay, so both layers are done and I'm very happy with how it's looking. It's very natural on the skin. Almost undetectable on this side at least. This side is a little more noticeable just because I started with a brush, but not anything I can't fix. And I just think it looks very beautiful on the skin. So I'm gonna finish up doing my makeup and then I'll be right back. Okay y'all, I'm back. All of my makeup is on. Everything went on super well on top of it. I went a little too much on the blush, but just don't mind that. So everything went on very well and I have no complaints at all. So it is now pretty late in the day. So it's kind of a late start to the day, but I will try and keep this on as long as possible and try and do some little check-ins here and there. But yeah, I have no complaints and I'm really excited to see how this goes throughout the day. So I will see you guys back here in a few. Bye! Hey friends, and welcome back to my channel. So it is now 11:55. So this foundation has been on for almost 9 hours and I have to say it looks pretty good everywhere except for my upper lip and chin area. That's looking really bad. I've had a fever all night and I've been, you know, bundling up and having a robe on because I've been getting chills, that type of thing. So maybe that has something to do with it, you know. I've been touching my face in certain areas, I guess a little bit above my eyebrow. My cheeks look pretty good. There's a few spots where it's rubbed off. I've also been sweating a lot. Even with the chills, I've been sweating a lot, so my face has been getting sweaty. Let me see if I can zoom you guys in a little bit and show you what's going on. So I don't know if you guys can see the patchiness on my nose, on my chin area, and on my upper lip. My smile lines actually aren't bad. I'm pretty oily, not too bad. Like, I'm pretty oily around my cheeks, but I'm not super, like, it hasn't broken up anywhere. But it looks very cakey around my chin and on my upper lip. So I'm not really fond of that. I'm going to, it's also separating like on the sides of my nose pretty badly. It's rubbed off pretty much everywhere on my nose. So I'm gonna say pass on this one just for me personally. My Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless doesn't do this on anywhere on my face. So I'm gonna keep trying this one out, maybe with some different primers. It doesn't look any different on either side of my face. It might look a little bit better on the prime side, but not too much to even notice. I would say this one might be okay if you're more normal, not so much oily, if you're not going to be touching your face a lot, that type of thing. But I'm going to keep trying it out with some different primers and that type of thing, and I'll update you guys down in the description box just on, you know, any other ways that I like to wear it. I'll keep trying it out, but as of today's wear, for only being on for 9 hours, it didn't do too hot. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. If you have any foundations that you'd like me to try, leave it down below. I'll try and get those up for you guys. Any other video suggestions that you guys have down below as well. I have a series coming up. It should be my next video in the next few videos, so I'm super excited to announce that. And yeah, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and like this channel, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!